broke loose. Paul passes to AI. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he makes a first.
At the line for the Sixers, number 45. 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
To the middle. Here's ABC. The kick out to Paul. The three. Orlando with the rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Jay, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. Woo!
B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
Shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
I think this is Paul at his best. Has one of the nastiest pull-up jumpers in the game.
The Prophet, the pass to Jay. Here's the monster, covered by Jokic. Here's the Prophet, and he cranks it down. He goes right over Nikola Jokic.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
Here's Insanity. Uneasy, too, on the layup. Insanity's got his second bucket of the night.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling it.
76ers trail by 4. Here's Paul. Got a hand on it. They get it back. Jay, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. There's the three. Knocks down the triple. Jay's got 7.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
First in scoring, first in rebounding, and they're leading the league in blocks. This team protects the rim. They play with tremendous passion on defense.
And it's no secret the league is definitely more offensive-oriented nowadays. And they are the best of the bunch in following that trend, leading the league in points per game. Here's ABC. He's been an important part of this offense, averaging around 22 points a game. Here's Jay. Offline with a three.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's the franchise on the take. And it's ABC with a rebound. 76ers trail by 5. From deep three-point land. Philadelphia with another miss.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Blocked! Here's the doctor. His last outing, he had 20. Tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's the Prophet. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get Get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Jay, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Pass to the Prophet. Clock at 6. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You take a look at the Magic. They're 1-0 in the group stage of the NBA Cup so far. A win tonight would go a long way to getting them to the knockout round.
Yeah, and I think it's always important to take advantage of the home court advantage. Capitalize on that, especially in the Cup format. You get up 2-0, and that gives you a big leg up.
And as for Philadelphia, it was a strong start to the group stage for them, winning their first NBA Cup game.
Yeah, they played well in that one, but this will be a difficult challenge. Winning on the road is difficult in this league.
And it's the Sixers with the ball. Orlando making their last shot. Thunder with the bucket.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's Insanity. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Here's Jay. Still no points. Here's Thunder. Out to the right wing. Here's Jay. Insanity pulls it in. A chance at a 2-for-1.
You have to find ways to use the clock to your advantage.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
And you have to admit, their work in the paint has been exceptional.
And not hesitating at all to pound it inside here early.
Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Pass to Thunder. Here's Jay. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. ABC, the pass to the Prophet. 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. Orlando with a rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's the Magic. They're up by 10. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Magic.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Orlando leading by 10. And it's lights out in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the layup is good off the glass. Lights out's got his first points of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not a afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And so here is Orlando looking ahead to their next one, playing at Phoenix. They'll match up against the Suns. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Here's Jay. Goes back up. He's off on that one.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Number 11.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to ABC. Jokic with it. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Jay. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Ooh, nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Jay's got 11 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And Philadelphia calls time here. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Cavaliers.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
ABC, the pass to Jay. That's tipped. Here we go. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
With gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Paul. The Sixers again can't hit.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Lights out, no good. 76ers trail by 16. Here's AI. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Cleveland.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
And it's Paul with the ball for Philadelphia. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
To end the run, Philadelphia with another miss.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's the franchise. He had a big outing in that Pacers game as well. 6 to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia. ABC's got 4 rebounds now. Jay. And it's the Prophet with a rebound.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Here's Jay, coming off a 16-point game against Indiana.
And also dynamic defensively. His 4 blocks helping set the tone at that end of the floor. The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
76ers trail by 20. And the 76ers call time here. Something fun about this NBA Cup tournament are the nights where we only have cup games. It's a playoffs-like atmosphere.
Yes.